Alright, so we will now do examples 3 and 4 for part 2 of the trigonometric equations. Right, so let's start off by figuring out an approach. Okay, so we want to solve for x. X is an angle, right? And in our way will be 2 tangent and this minus 1. Okay, now to make it easier for you, you guys remember BODMAS that you did, well, that you always do, right? And BODMAS allows you or tells you to do division and multiplication first. Now when it comes to equations, right, it's the other way around. You first get rid of subtraction and addition before you get rid of division, multiplication, brackets, etc. So we can actually call this SAM-BOD. Okay, think of an actor named Sam with an admiral body with muscles or whatever, right? So we need to work with SAM-BOD. So we get rid of subtraction and addition first. So that would therefore mean that the first thing I get rid of is this minus 1, which I add on either side, which means I'm left with 2 tan x, right, equal to 1. So now there's no more addition and subtraction. So now I get rid of multiplication and division if possible. So I am multiplying 2 with tan x. So I'm going to get rid of that multiplication by dividing 2 on both sides. Okay? So then we left with tan x equal to 1/2. Okay? You divide 2 on both sides. So you got rid of the 2, and now it's just a matter of doing what we've been doing, which is applying the inverses. So therefore x is going to be arctan, which is the tan -1, so arctan of 1/2, right? And now at this point you grab your trusted calculator and you go shift tan 1/2, and your calculator should tell you that the angle there is 26.57 degrees rounded to 2 decimal places. Please double check this answer with your own calculator and see if that is what you get, right? And so now we found that the angle that satisfies this equation is 26.57 degrees. So please remember, we are doing SAM-BOD. We get rid of subtraction and addition before we get rid of multiplication and or division. And then at the end, SAM-DOB. At the end, we get rid of the brackets. Okay, so not SAM-BOD, SAM-DOB. Thumbs up to anybody who picked that up in the beginning of the video. I hope you enjoyed it. We will now go on to example 4. Okay, example 4, we have that 5 sine 2x is 5/8. Okay, so let's have a look here. Let's not forget our SAM-DOB. Let's just write this nicely. Okay, so we don't have any addition or subtraction happening here, so we get rid of multiplication and or division. Okay, now again you need to focus on where the x is that you are trying to isolate. Okay, so the x is over there, and the x is being doubled, right? The sine of x is being doubled, so we're saying sine of double x and then multiplied by 5, right? So if you just look at the placement, the 5 is further away from x just by observation. So your first job is to get rid of this 5 by means of division. Okay, so I'm going to divide 5 on both sides and say that sine of 2x is 5/8, right, divided by 5. Now you don't need to put in too much work here. You go to your calculator, you say 5/8 division divided by 5, and your calculator will tell you that this is 1/8. So sine of 2x is 1/8. Okay, now we are almost there, right? So now we need to get rid of sine, because by looking at it, the sine is further away from x than the 2 is. So you first get rid of sine. So we say that 2x is going to be arc sine 1 over 8. Okay, grab your calculators. I want to make sure that we get the same answer. So we go shift sine 1 over 8, 1 over 8. And the calculator says that the angle here is 7.18, right? So 2x is equal to 7,18. Alright? Now we are almost there. We now just need to get rid of this 2, right? So let's continue. I'm going to go to the right hand side. So for us to get rid of 2, we have to divide both sides by 2. And so therefore, x is going to be half of that angle. So let's go 7.18 divided by 2, right? And your calculator should tell you that this answer is going to be 3.59 degrees. Okay? 3,59 degrees. Now, at this point, you might be thinking, well, that's a very suspiciously small angle. Let's make sure this is right. So on your calculator, you go ahead and you go substitute x back into the equation. So I'm going to substitute it over here. So I'm going to say 5 sine 2 multiplied by x, which is 3.59. Then I close those brackets, and my calculator gives me 0.62. So keep that answer in mind. Let's check if 0.62 and 5 over 8 are close enough. So we go 5 over 8. That is 0.625, right? Which means that this answer is correct. Okay? Nice and easy. If you have any questions, please type it in the comments.